Hello everybody, this is Old Soldier. Today we are going to talk about the Gerber Lst Ultralight folding knife. Before we really get into it, I want to do a shout out to Case and his YouTube channel, Tennessee Steyr, or TN Steyr. Look, I had a issue. I purchased a Steyr firearm, brand new, had an issue with it. It was a Sunday. It was driving me crazy. I had it figured out that I had it narrowed down to the trigger linkage, or the trigger link. Did a little research, found Case, emailed him on a Sunday, and he took time, didn't know me prior to that day for anything, took time, said, hey, gave me his number, said, hey, call me. Took time on a Sunday, didn't know me from Adam, and in about 45 minutes to an hour on the phone, talked me through how to fix the problem. And he is pretty much an expert on all things Steyr. So if you enjoy firearms, please check out his channel. And besides that, Case is a generally good guy. And Case, thank you. But check out his channel if you enjoy firearms. TN Steyr. I've had this one for about 30 years. It's just a small folding knife, tough, keeps an excellent edge. And I bought it, I had a little money, I was still in the military at the time, bought it at the PX, and I want to say I paid right around $14. Now, I checked the Google machine this morning, and these things went for just under $21. So I guess it's about a 50% pay raise over 30 years, or a price increase over 30 years. But still, it is a bargain. So I carried this for years on my belt as just another additional knife when I was in the military, and then I've used it for a multitude of tasks, and it still keeps a razor's edge. It weighs nothing, locks up nice and tight. I've used it to field dress fish and small game. I think I've carried this as a small backup to help dress out big game in case primary knife dulled. I like to carry, rather than sharpening in the field, I'll carry two knives just for speed and ease. I can't say enough for these things. So I carried this for years in a pouch with a Leatherman tool. So I carried these two in tandem. This is another. I've had this actually longer than I've had the Gerber PST. This is the original Multitool, the PST personal survival tool, and still works just fine. You can see it's wear and seen some wear and tear, and it's a little bit beat up, or a lot beat up. But what I did is, for years, I carried them in a friction hold in this pouch, and that worked pretty well until one day we were doing some training, and I believe we're doing fire and maneuver, and they both popped out, and I thought I lost them, and then one of my buddies had found them, gave them back to me, looked at me like I'm a dumbass, and it kind of was, and he did it right in front of my company commander. We were both good guys, because he also looked at me like, hey dumbass, why didn't you have these things dummy corded? So I changed it up a little bit, and I put them in a different, much more secure pouch, and it was fine from then on. Lesson learned. And I still have them, but be that as it may, these are a great knife. I have another good friend of mine, special operator, also fellow Special Forces soldier. He's an excellent guy, and his opinion was that these were so good and so cheap and affordable. Good soldiers should buy about a half dozen of these and just keep them in various parts of this gear. Keep them in jackets, keep them in pockets, so he makes absolutely sure he always had that one. Now, I did do that, but I have had this one. Another interesting story. These are a great knife no matter what you do. I mean, if you're a soldier, Marine, sailor, airman, coastie, or whatnot, you don't have to be a Green Beret to appreciate one of these things. So my wife bought her father's truck after he had passed, and secreted in that, into one of the truck pockets was one of these. So my point of that story is, and he was very talented, did a lot of stuff with his hands, was a good electrician, was an electrical engineer. But now, if you're just a guy who wants a good, lightweight, inexpensive, quality pocket knife, or if you're a special operator who's looking for something, a small, light blade that can be carried almost anywhere, this might be for you. So, my gear that I have, that I use, it's for the most part is things that I've used extensively, and I have used this extensively, and I've used this heart extensively, and it still looks great. And one of the things I like about it, I mean, you couldn't get too crazy with this blade, but for its intended purpose, it's light, it's small, and it keeps an extremely sharp edge, which is the number one purpose of a knife. So I highly recommend it if you want it as part of your kit. You could do a lot worse. The price point is certainly there, and I would highly recommend, if you're looking for a small pocket knife for anything, for hunting, for general use, if you're in the military or law enforcement, any of these things, the Gerber LST is a good choice. That's my review, folks. This is Old Soldier out.